Hello, everyone. Welcome to Maximize Your Mondays. Maximize Your Mondays. Maximize Your Monday. It is your vision coach, Latoya Early, here supporting Christian female startup coaches as I help you start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. Listen, it has been a minute since I have gone live here in the community. And I'm super excited to be live before you amazing young women on today, just so that I can share a few strategies with you on this week and how you can truly maximize your coaching business. So listen, I hope that you're ready because I am excited to jump in and share some good tips with you on today. It's been a while since we've last spoken, so make sure you come on in. You know the routine. Come on in. Let me know who you are. Let me know what type of coach you are. Let me know whether or not you are aspiring or if you are growing. Be sure to drop that in the comments so that I can know who's catching this live training. If you are catching this on replay, make sure you hashtag replay. If you are catching this live, make sure you hashtag live. Drop in the comments who you are, what type of coach you are. Let me know whether or not you are aspiring or whether or not you are growing. And it is time for us to jump into today's segment of Maximize Your Monday. So I hope that you are ready. I hope that you are excited. I hope you have your handy dandy notebook and pen, as I always encourage you each and every Monday that we go live and do a live training, that you do have your handy dandy notebook and pen available so that you can jot down some of the strategies that we share. Of course, I encourage you, if you have your Hey Coach planner, if you pull that out, you will be able to go over to the week of May, the first week of May, and go to where it says Maximize Your Monday. And let's go ahead and get started in maximizing your Monday. So do me a favor, come on in. Let me know that you are here. Let me know what type of coach you are. Let me know whether or not you are aspiring or if you are growing. It is time to jump in and talk about 3 reasons you should say yes. So I know you're wondering, what am I saying yes to, Latoya? Why is it that I should say yes? I want to talk about love it. Morning from Vegas. Hello. So listen, I know that you're wondering, what should you be saying yes to? And so there's 3 things that I want you to say yes to. The first thing I want you to say yes to is I want you to say yes to yourself. Okay, this is the first thing I want you to say yes to. And here's why it is very important for you to say yes to yourself. There's a couple reasons why you should say yes to yourself. I'll definitely drop that in the comments for you. You can definitely visit chasegreatenterprises.com for your very own planner. But I want to talk about 3 reasons why you should say yes to your, 3 reasons why you should say yes. And then the number one reason you should say yes is you need to say yes to yourself. Okay, I came off like that, so I'm gonna have to get back focused on what we're talking about today. So the number one reason you should say yes is because you want to say yes to yourself. Why? If you are in this community, if you are catching this training, if you rock out with Chase Great, if you're familiar with how I teach and what I teach, then you know that when you say yes to yourself, when you say yes in coaching, what you're doing is you're saying, yes, I am ready to fulfill the purpose that God has for me in my coaching business so that I can impact lives. So you saying yes to yourself is providing the opportunity for you to have the freedom that you desire, is providing you the freedom that you desire in your coaching, is providing you the freedom that you desire in your business and in your life, right? So we're talking about 3 reasons why you should say yes. One of those reasons you should say yes is because saying yes is saying yes to yourself. If you are not, you know that you've been called to coach, right? And do me a favor. Let's go ahead and drop a heart in the comments if you know that you've been called to coach. I can drop a million hearts in the comments. If you know that you've been called to coach, what I want you to do is I want you to drop a heart in the comments. The reason why I'm saying that is, or the reason why I'm prompting you to do that is because when we're saying yes to ourselves, we're saying yes to the purpose that God has placed over our lives. When we know that coaching is a form of fulfilling our purpose, then it's super important for you to say yes to yourself, because the moment that you say yes to yourself is the moment that you open up the opportunities for you to grow and for you to advance in coaching. What does it mean to show up and be a coach? What does it mean to say yes to yourself and say, yes, I'm willing to commit to the journey of coaching? What does that mean? What does that look like? Showing up and saying yes to yourself and yes, and I'm committed to the journey is saying, yes, Lord, I trust and I believe that you have provided me a much greater purpose. And in purpose, I am fulfilling the assignment that you've called me to through coaching, right? So again, we're talking about 3 reasons you should say yes. And one of the reasons is because the moment that you say yes is the moment that you are saying yes to yourself. You're saying yes to fulfilling purpose. You're saying yes to me sacrificing or doing whatever is going to be required of me so that I can be impactful to the lives of the people that I'm called to serve and support. Number 2, here's the second reason you should say yes. Your yes means no to everything else. Right. And so this is something that I talk about in further detail in my new book that's coming out, From Start to Six Figures, which is being released on May 18th for the general public, but it is being released on May 13th for those who are registered for the Start to Six Figure Conference. So if you are registered for the Start to Six Figure Conference, then you will definitely get your you'll definitely get your copy of the book in the mail. If you have not registered for the Start to Six Figure Conference, then of course I am encouraging you to go ahead and get your seat, secure your seat. We get started next Thursday. Yes, the conference starts next Thursday. So I'm encouraging you to go ahead and secure your spot. Not only will you get a copy of the free book, but you'll also get access to the conference. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that. I'm going to go ahead and drop that for you guys to see. And if you have not yet registered for the conference, I'm encouraging you to. You will get access to my new book, From Start to Six Figures. And again, we're talking about 3 reasons you should say yes. The first reason you should say yes is because you're saying yes to yourself. The second reason you should say yes is because when you say yes to coaching, you say no to everything else. Well, what does that mean? When you say yes to one thing, you're saying no to everything else, because if you sit and you say yes to coaching and you're saying yes to, another business, yes to another business, yes to another business, then you're not able to give the business the undivided attention and resources that it truly desires or that it truly deserves. And so the moment that you say yes to your coaching business is the moment you say no to everything else, which means you're saying, yes, I'm willing to commit. Yes, I'm willing to sacrifice. Yes, I want to make sure that I am fulfilling purpose. Yes, I want to make sure that I'm being impactful in the lives of other people. Yes, this is what you're saying yes to. And every time you allow yourself to procrastinate, every time you give yourself an excuse of why you can't do something, every time you tell yourself that you'll wait till later, I'll do it when this happens. You're not telling yourself yes. You're not telling the clients that are waiting for you yes. You're not telling purpose yes. You're not telling God yes. You're telling everything around you, everybody around you, to wait until it's convenient for you. Jumping out and building a 6-figure coaching business is not about convenience. There's nothing convenient about it. The most convenient thing about building a 6-figure coaching business is the freedom of building a business based around your moral, based around your principle, based based around, what you truly believe a business should have. However, outside of that, there's nothing convenient about it. Why? Because when you say yes to coaching, when you say yes to yourself, you say no to everything else. And so when you say no to everything else, that means you're willing to show up to the plate doing it, what's required of you to stand out as the coach. So whether that's studying, whether or not that's working long hours in your business, whether or not that's investing a little bit more money than what you may have expected or what you may have desired, whether or not it's, ordering dinner one day, whether or not it's, moving up your kids' bedtime, whatever the case may be, it's not a convenience until you've created and built out a well-oiled machine for it to run efficiently. Well, if you're still in that startup space where I spent a lot of my the beginning of my coaching was in that startup space where you're still trying to identify your messaging, you're still trying to get your ideal client, you're still trying to really figure out your voice in coaching, then again, this isn't convenient and it isn't comfortable, but because you've said yes, it opens up opportunity for growth. It opens up opportunity for development, and it opens up opportunity for you to reach the six-figure goals in your business. So when we talk about saying yes to our coaching, when we talk about saying yes to our businesses, when we talk about saying yes to our clients, we have to say no to everything else that will distract us, because what it'll do is it'll knock us off course. So if you're still in that space where you haven't given your coaching a wholehearted yes, then you're trying to figure out why you're still struggling, and that's the exact reason. Again, I talk way much further in detail in my new book, From Start to Six Figures, but I really wanted to just take a moment to talk about the power of your yes. The power of you saying yes to your coaching, the power of you saying yes to your self, and the power of you saying yes to your ideal client. So we're talking about 3 reasons you should say yes. Number 1 is because when you say yes to yourself. You're saying, listen, we talk about self-care all the time, right? And how it's so, especially for moms, for wives. I'm a mom of 3. I'm a wife. And so sometimes we put our children, we put our spouses, we put other people's needs before ours. But what if I told you that saying yes to yourself is not just about self-care? Saying yes to yourself is not just about, buying yourself something. Saying yes to yourself is saying, yes, I am going to commit my life to doing and being and fulfilling God's purpose for my life so that I can make sure that my purpose is being maximized. Know that as a woman, and I can talk to you ladies because we're here in the community, know as women, your purpose is not to be a mom. Your purpose is not just to be a wife. There's so much more that God has for you. And so the moment that you say yes to those things is the exact moment that you're able to open up new opportunities and open up new doors. So when we talk about 3 reasons you should say yes, number 1 is saying yes to yourself creates opportunity. Number 2, saying yes to coaching is what solves the problem of the problems in other people's lives. And so what does that do? That increases the quality of life. Coaching for me, and I share this with you ladies all the time, coaching for me is my remedy to a bad day. It's how I'm able to give back. It's how I'm able to pour. It's how I'm able to really reproduce what I know that God has instilled in me. So saying yes to coaching is not just about making multiple 6 figures. Saying yes to coaching is being able to change and impact the lives of other people. And then lastly, saying yes, the third and final reason why you should say yes is because your ideal client is waiting for you to show up with a solution to their problem. People pay for the convenience. Now, here's the thing. This is what makes this funny. It may not be convenient for you, and I'm saying it isn't convenient for you because of the different trainings, the different processes, the systems, the trial and error, the different things that you have to practice in your coaching business to create a well-oiled machine. Sometimes that's not convenient. Sometimes it isn't comfortable. Sometimes it makes you want to quit. Sometimes you want to give up, all of that stuff. But what you are sacrificing, other people are willing and ready to invest in for the convenience. right? So if you're a relationship coach, if you're a confidence coach, if you're a mindset coach, whatever type of coach you are, your ideal client is waiting on you to show up with their solution so that you can help them as a convenience. Because here's the thing, if I got to sit down and figure out how do I heal from this traumatic, if I'm, at my 9 to 5 and I want to increase, I want to be promoted to the next level, and I'm running into a brick wall. If you're in a relationship and you can't seem to, create a strong foundation in your relationship, you're having issues with your children, you having issues with the way that you think about yourself, the way that you think about your business, or whatever your case may be, someone's going to hire you because you've gone through the processes so that you can create a solid solution to their problem. So you saying yes is opening up the opportunity for someone else to be free. Here's the thing. When you say yes, you say no to everything else, right? My dad used to tell me that all the time. The moment you say yes to one thing, you say no to everything else. And that used to really irritate me. But I learned that that's exactly what that means. The moment you tell your client yes, then you tell distractions no. Right? The moment that you invest in your coaching, the moment you say, yes, I will invest, is the moment you tell your thoughts no. Because here's the thing about investing. When you're investing into your coaching, it's not necessarily the money all the time. Now, some of us may be in a financial situation where you're like, listen, I literally don't have it. But some of us are holding or harboring certain finances, or not wanting to invest in something because your thoughts and your mind is talking you out of what the possibilities are of your investment. So if you're saying, let's use the conference for example, this conference is next week. I cannot believe, I keep saying that, and it's blowing my mind that it's next week. We are packaging boxes this week to ship out for VIP. Did I show you guys the VIP box? I don't think I did. Let me see if I can jump up and grab it for you real quick. So for the conference, those of you who register VIP, you will be receiving your VIP. It was a piece in here on there. Your VIP box in the mail. Do y'all see how big this box is? Like, this box is definitely ginormous. But this is the VIP box that's going to be shipped out to our VIP registrants. For those of you who did not get a chance to register VIP, it's okay. You can still register and you will still receive a copy of my book, From Start to Six Figures. My 12-step six-figure success system. And so I'm saying that to say is, when you say yes to coaching, when you say yes to yourself, when you say yes to your ideal client, you have to say no to everything else. Why? Because the distractions will come, your thoughts will come. The investment for the conference is $12.97. For some of you, you may feel like you may not be in a financial position to invest the $12.97. Some of you are in the financial position to invest $12.97, but you may be a little afraid of, are you going to receive the results that you are looking for? Will this conference really help you? And so those are some of those mindset barriers that are distractions that will prevent you from sowing so that you can receive. Again, when you say yes to the investment, you're saying no to your thoughts. My thoughts will not distract me. My thoughts will not defeat me. My thoughts will not stop me from moving forward. My thoughts will not cause defeat or doubt. But I'm saying yes to this investment because I am saying yes to everything that I can receive from this 3-day live event. Right. And so I'm using that as an example because investing in our coaching business is one of the biggest hiccups. We want to figure everything out on our own. And I completely understand. I was her. She was me. I was the queen of Google University. I was the queen of Googling something, trying to figure out, trying to figure out the answers. But it wasn't until I physically worked with a coach and it wasn't even necessarily me working with a coach. It was the way that I had to shift my thinking about investing in money, where I had to definitely make the proper provisions so that I can win in my coaching business. So today we talked about 3 reasons you should say yes. We talked about saying yes to yourself. You're so amazing. Like there's so many amazing qualities about you. There's so many amazing things about you. And for so long, people may have undermined you in your ability to be or to solve a problem, to be a problem solver. You know, sometimes we take our gifts and our talents for granted because it's so natural. You know, people, the things that I do, sometimes I would take them for granted because I figure everyone could do them. But I'm trying to tell you that everybody can't do what you do. That's what makes you so amazing. So you have to tell yourself yes, because if you don't tell yourself yes, then you sitting and waiting for someone else to tell you yes is just not going to happen, right? Number 2 is saying yes to coaching. The moment you say yes to coaching is the moment that you are now placing yourself in the position to change the lives of other people. But you have to first say yes, right? You first have to say yes. Then lastly, we talked about saying yes to your ideal client. Say yes to the people who are waiting for you. Your fear is not bigger than their problem. Their problem is way bigger than your fear. I want you to think about that. Your client, your ideal client's problem is not bigger than your fear. Their problem is not only stopping them, it's hindering, it's creating roadblocks that's preventing them to reaching their next level. Your fear, you're allowing your fear of what's possible to stop them from reaching their goals. The moment that I realized that coaching was not about me, what I do is not about me. I love coaching, so it's okay. But coaching is not about me. Coaching is about the people who I'm called to serve. Coaching is about me showing up in this community and telling you, telling you that you really can do it, that someone really will pay you for your solutions. My favorite scripture that I share with the community all of the time is Matthew 18:19, where 2 shall ask anything in my Father's name here on earth, that it shall be done. I'm your 2. Sometimes when we're in this coaching industry, we don't believe it. We believe it for other people, but we struggle with believing it for ourselves. And so when I'm in my moments where I don't feel like it or I don't want to, I instantly tell myself, but it's not about you. It's about Madonna. It's about Amita. It's about Shalana. It's a bunch of Facebook people on here that didn't opt in so I could see your names. But it's about those coaches who are waiting for Latoya to show up so that Latoya can give strategy in the areas that they may be struggling in. And the strategies that I've had taken time, years to create so that they wouldn't have to go through those same things. It's not about me. Tonight we have a call. We do our monthly, we do 2 group calls a month in our niche certification program. And so tonight is our group call. And I have so much to do, but I have to stop and I have to say yes because I've said yes and it's not about me. So the moment that you say yes to yourself, to coaching, and to your ideal client, you'll learn that the amazing gift that you have is not about you. And you saying yes means that you have to say no to everything else. But that no is where you set boundaries so that you can grow, so that you can be strengthened, and so that you can show up, and so that you too can be who your ideal client needs. Okay, so look, I'm gonna show y'all this book one more time. I mean, this box, the VIP box. For those of you who have registered VIP, you will be receiving your VIP box in the mail. Listen, y'all. My project manager pulled together a very special treat that's gonna go in this box. And when I tell y'all, I cannot wait until y'all see what's gonna be in this box. Oh my gosh. For those of you who have not registered VIP is sold out. However, you still have the opportunity to register and attend the 3-day start to six figure 3-day virtual shift conference. We are getting started next Thursday. Oh my gosh. May 13th. We are getting started in the conference. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Make sure you secure your seat for this live event. Make sure you are joining us. If you're looking to learn to get clarity in your messaging, your ideal client, how to sell on social media, how to create copy that speaks directly to your ideal client. What if you want to write a book as an expert? What if you're ready to develop your public speaking skills? I hear a lot of you ladies say that you're ready to develop your public speaking skills. What if you're ready to change your mindset about money? You're ready to really to generate profit and income from social media. Listen, this is the 3-day live working conference that you want to attend. Understand this. Your investment into this is not just investing into your coaching, but it's investing into your clients who are going to show up and invest into you. So make sure you click the link so that you can get your book. I want to make sure you get your book before the conference and make sure that you are all set for the conference next week because we're getting started. I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live for a couple more days, but after that, we're going to shut some things down so that I can focus on the conference and get the training together for everyone who's attending. Is going to be amazing. I can't even express to you how amazing this conference is getting ready to be. It's going to be amazing. Okay. I'm just telling y'all now. So make sure you click this link, register, and I'll see you ladies in the community. Have a fantastic week and be blessed.